Mayor and council of the Borough of River Edge, regular meeting, 7 p.m., currently at the River Edge Library and online remotely, 685 Elm Avenue, River Edge. I ask for a moment of silent reflection and prayer for our nation. Councilman Benson, if you'd lead us in the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Statement of compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act. This meeting complies with the Open Public Meeting Act by notification on January 11th, 2024 of this location, date, and time to the town news and the record, and by posting the same in the municipal bulletin board, the borough website, and filing notice of the same with the municipal clerk. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Kaufman is actually prior notice. Council President Marcelo Collins.
Present.
Councilwoman Kinsella.
Here.
Councilwoman Mallory.
Here.
Councilman Benson.
Here.
Councilman Glass.
Here.
Mayor Papaleo.
Here, all right. We will be swearing in a new firefighter. He's not here yet, but we will, once he shows up, without objection, we're gonna move resolution 24-273 and swear in the firefighter. Is there objection? Hearing none, it is so moved. Okay, the first thing we have is for discussion. Bergen County Historic Society requests banner and reduced outside duty rate for the Barron Oktoberfest. Ms. Apatola, who will be speaking to us?
I could give a brief overview. This is an annual request in which the Historical Society seeks to have a banner placed on the corner of Main Street and Kinderkamack Road, and they are also requesting that the outside duty fee be reduced to the overtime rate of the police officer. They're only asking for one officer, and this is something that is annually granted, and the police fee reduction is also a resolution on for tonight's agenda if the governing body chooses to approve both requests.
And that would be resolution 24-269.
269.
So it's been placed before the council. It is open for debate and discussion. What say you?
It's not gonna block the existing farmers market banner, right? I mean, like last year, I think it was enough space to put them in a way that people can actually see it without obstruction. Okay, yeah, I don't have a problem.
But it's on the Main Street and, oh, okay, so where it is. It's gonna be on top of it or
No,
on the side?
On the side.
On the
Last
side?
year it
Okay.
was on,
DPW was mixed.
yeah.
Any other member of council? It seems like the council is in favor of both the requests. Could I have a motion from one member of council to allow a banner and reduced outside duty rate for the Barron Oktoberfest as discussed?
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. It is open for debate. Is there debate? Hearing none, I move the question. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, it is so moved. Andrew's here? Very good. All right. Let's just do two more pieces of business and we'll, okay. Could I have a motion from any member of council to approve the minutes of the mayor and council regular meeting, August 12th, 2024?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right.
I need to abstain from that motion.
All right,
I
very good.
wasn't present in that meeting.
And I need to abstain as well.
All right, there we go. All right, so I'd like to actually move resolution 24-273 at this time, which reads the approval of the appointment of a volunteer firefighter. And I'm going to read it into the record. Resolution 24-273, approve the appointment of volunteer firefighter. Be it resolved by the governing body of the Borough of River Edge that Andrew okay, hold on. Andrew, oh, hold on, screen is a little bit thin there. B, and he is hereby appointed as a volunteer firefighter in River Edge Volunteer Fire Department effective September 9th, 2024. Could I have the liaison for the fire department move this and another member of the council second?
So move.
Second.
It has been moved in second, and all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
There we go. Come on up, Andrew and Chief, and anyone else who'd like to come up? Andrew, is anyone here with you? Is anyone here with you?
All my family's here.
Everybody should come up. Seriously, everybody should come up. I'm gonna put you over here. So that you're picked up by the camera, okay? And. So, we have a Bible, but you may not be Christian, so. You are, okay, so you have someone stand on your left side and hold this for you. Chief can get in so that the public can see you.
You all have to squeeze in.
No? All right. So I'm gonna get out of the screen so that you guys can be seen. Okay, could you raise your right hand and repeat after me? I state your name.
I, Andrew Kang,
Very good. Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
and the State of New Jersey,
and that I
and that I
will bear true faith and allegiance
will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the government
and to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I state your name,
I, Andrew Kang,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
as a firefighter
as a firefighter
of the River Edge Volunteer Fire Department
of the River Edge Volunteer Fire Department
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. And thank you for being here. And Chief, thank you. You're free, Chief, to say a few words about your new firefighter if you like, while I get a pen.
No, first, I just want to thank the mayor and council for the support that we get, our liaison, Barry Benson, thank you for all the attention. We're delighted to have Andrew join our ranks in the volunteer fire department. We've had a very aggressive recruitment program, and I think Andrew will be our 8th new volunteer on the River Edge Fire Department, so thank you for joining us.
Well, two things. Thank you, Andrew, and thank you, Chief, for leading this aggressive volunteer recruitment practice. River Edge is advancing in its volunteer members in a way that's not really happening anywhere else in Bergen County to the same degree. So we're very proud of the chief and of our volunteer firefighters. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
All right. There we go. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, could I have a motion from any member of council to open up for any item on the agenda?
So move.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so anyone who is remote, if you raise your hand, we'd be glad to allow a question or a comment on the agenda. Anyone in chambers who'd like to come forward and ask a question about something on the agenda. We will open up a second time a little bit later for anything outside the agenda.
Wait till outside.
Absolutely. And I don't see anyone yet, but we'll give them a little while to see if they are trying to find the button on their computer screen or cell phone. Could I have a motion and second to close to the public on any item on the agenda?
So.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, could I have a motion, who is our police department liaison?
I am.
Beth, you are, Claudia, right? I'm sorry about that. I blanked for a moment. Claudia, could you move and could I have someone else second the approval of the resignation of Matt Panchi, Police Department, part-time Police Department dispatcher effective September 2nd, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, there are monthly reports, fire prevention from August, tax collector from August, library board of trustees from September that are available to the public if the public should wish to see those reports. And they may simply contact the borough clerk. Okay, Council President Monsanto Cohen, could you please move, and Councilwoman Kinsella, can you please second? As soon as I read into the record, the first reading. A motion that the following ordinances be introduced and passed on the first reading and setting September 23rd, 2024 at 7 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter can be heard, as the date and time, and the River Edge Library as the place, and Zoom as the virtual platform for the hearing of said ordinance. Ordinance 24-22, an ordinance amending the revised general ordinance of the Borough of River Edge, chapter 122, animals.
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Appertella, as our business administrator, would you please help the public understand what we're trying to achieve with this ordinance?
This ordinance would codify legislation regarding the proper disposal of pet waste. This is mandated under the New Jersey Stormwater Regulations.
Very good. Is there, this is debatable. Is there any debate, commentary, or inquiry from the council? This is the first reading. There will be a second reading at the next council meeting, and we will open to the public when we get to a second reading. Seeing none, I'm going to call the question. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Hearing none, it is unanimous. Second reading and hearing on the ordinance. Could I have Councilwoman Molari and Councilman Benson please move and second to open to the public? And then when we close, could I have Councilman Glass and Council President Monsanto Cohen close? And then when we go to adoption, could I have Councilwoman Kinsella and Councilwoman Molari for adoption? We're going to, can we, I forget, can we have to have a separate vote for each adoption, right? But not to open.
I've seen where adoptions are all the same since it was introduced the same night, and it's not, has nothing to do with funding or land use.
So, Mr. Tobias, can we, did I say it right?
It's Toby.
Tobias, sorry. I know that we can do all three ordinances for open to the public, close to the public. Are you comfortable with us also adopting?
Yes.
Okay, as long as there's no objection. No. Very good. All right. So the following ordinance published here within was first read by title only on August 12th, 2024, and posted on a bulletin board outside the borough clerk's office. Ordinance 24-19, an ordinance amending the revised general ordinance of the Borough of River Edge, chapter 435, administration. Ordinance 24-20, an ordinance amending ordinance 24-10 entitled an ordinance amending the revised general ordinance of the Borough of River Edge, chapter 384 entitled trees. Ordinance 24-21, an ordinance to amend chapter 360 of the revised general ordinance of the Borough of River Edge entitled storm water control. Could I have that motion and second to open to the public?
So moved. Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, Ms. Abertella, if you could, for the public's benefit, explain what we're trying to achieve with these three ordinances.
Absolutely. 24-19 updates the Board of Health meeting schedule from 5 times a year to 4 times a year. And it changes the reorganization meeting from the last week in January to the first week of February. 24-20 does many things. It updates the tree regulation to have the Shade Tree Advisory Committee meet quarterly. It updates the tree planting process, establishes a uniform tree removal permit fee, sets the timeline for planting replacement trees, reduces the cost of a replacement tree to reflect actual costs, updates the bond amount based on tree size, updates the review of the bond applications, as well as the tree protection permit fee. And lastly, 24-21, the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection requires all municipalities to replace their stormwater control ordinance to reflect the amendments to the state stormwater management rules.
All right. Is any member of the public would like to make a comment or ask a question, or make a statement? We're gonna give those remote a few more seconds. I see the residents in chamber have shaken their heads no. So, all right, since there is no inquiry, could I have the members of council who were so named to move and second to close to the public on all three ordinances?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna move all three since there doesn't seem to be any objection or controversy about this. But before we do that, the council is free to debate, inquiry, or make comments. Does the council wish to do that? Hearing none, I call the questions for ordinance 2419, 2420, and 2421. Could I have a motion and a second to adopt?
So moved. Second.
This must be a roll call. Roll call, please.
Excuse me, Council President Monticello Cohen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Gonzalez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mallon,
Yes.
Councilman Benson,
Yes.
Councilman Glatz.
Yes.
All right, so now we have resolutions by consent, 24-267 through 24-272, 24-274 through 24-281. Is there any member of council who wishes to ask a question, hold out for a separate vote, or debate any of these ordinances?
Mayor,
Resolutions?
I just want to make one comment,
Sure.
and this was on resolution 24-267. And I just wanted to call out that this is about somebody who found $531 and gave it to the police, and now they're getting it after 6 months. And I wanted to just say thank you, Alexis Sniakowski from New Milford, for doing such an honorable thing.
And honest, incredible,
Yeah.
honorable and honest, wow. Yes, that's a wonderful trait to hold up and to acknowledge. Thank you, Councilman. Anybody else?
Thank you, Barry. I wasn't going to say that, but I was gonna have a question on 267. Is that the normal practice where it's 6 months, you hold funds if anybody turns anything in? That's normal practice?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right. So, hearing no wish to debate or to hold any questions separately, we will do all the resolutions. I've named them already, so could I have a motion and second to move the resolutions I've already named?
So
So
moved. Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstention? Hearing none, it is unanimous. Okay, finance, that in Councilwoman Kaufman's absent, Indira, you would be the ranking member?
Correct.
All right, as the ranking member of the Budget and Finance Committee, would you please move resolution 24-282?
Sure. At a regular meeting of the mayor and council of the Borough of River Edge, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, held on September 9th, 2024. Be it resolved that the mayor and council of the Borough of River Edge approve the following expenditures. Current fund, $6,243,751.55. General capital fund, $631,000, $631,067. Oh my God. $631,067.66. Sorry about that.
Words.
Animal control, $435.80. Trust other, $2,180. Developers escrow, $8,615. Recreation trust, $9,009.98. So moved.
Could I have another member of the Finance Committee second that?
second.
It has been moved and seconded. It is not open for debate. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstention? Hearing none, it is unanimous. Could I have any member of council who would like to open new business do so at this time? Could I have any member of council who would like to open old business do so at this time?
Mayor, I have a question,
Sure.
or maybe others, people's benefits. So I'm seeing a lot of sidewalks getting ripped up and curbs and stuff.
Yes.
Is that all ADA related?
No, not all of it.
Can someone provide like
Sure.
So, if we're not prepared to do that tonight, it's just a question I had on my mind, because I see a lot of activity going on throughout the town. I thought it would
Yes,
just be of interest to hear if anyone's able to.
the curbs are for ADA compliance. The sidewalks that are being replaced are sidewalks of borough property that need to be replaced as identified by a DPW superintendent. And with that, the curbing of those sidewalks needs to also be replaced. So what our program is, we replace curbs and sidewalks 1 year, and then the following year, those streets are scheduled to be repaved. So we are always a year ahead.
So for instance, we can't, I don't believe, I think the law states that we have to make sure that the ADA is in compliance before we repave. Is that not correct?
It makes it easier. Some projects you could do the curbing the same time
Mhm.
as paving, but we just need to be compliant with federal regulations.
Yes, so
Mhm.
that makes
Thank
sense. And plus, we have an obligation to make sure that the sidewalks that are under our direct jurisdiction are updated from time to time so that they're safe.
Of course, thank you.
All right. Anyone else for a question about new or old business?
Just if Mr. Portela can provide an update from the PCNG work. I've been asked about a lot from a few residents about the ripping up of the streets and the
Yeah.
timing. I keep answering that is dependent on PNG, but if she can provide an update. that
So
would be-
we're actually having a meeting tomorrow, and I have been asking the same questions. The thing is we have limited jurisdiction, but Ms. Abertella will go into that. I hope to put something on Facebook and on the website after tomorrow's meeting, if we can get detailed or answers that are, not vague.
Of the area, phase 1 of the high pressure gas main program, they are almost done. There are a couple of remaining connections that have to be turned off with the old connections, but all the trenches have settled, so we hope, weather permitting, based on, as of last week, for paving to take place sometime in beginning of October, but we'll have that narrowed down hopefully better after tomorrow. And then we'll have a timeline of what the next phase will be of the project. But as of now, we're looking at beginning of October.
It's, I phrased that poorly, but it's very hard to tie PSE&G down. So they don't really work for us. They kind of work for the state, so. All right, great questions, both of you, thank you. Anyone else with a question, a comment, new or old business? All right, very good. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, now we're ready to open to public. Could I have any member of council and a second to move and second to open the public for any comments on any item? On anything?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Please come up, state your full name and address, unless, of course, you're a police officer, retired police officer, or you or your family members work in the courts.
Okay. Name is Robert Schuman, live at 374 Valley Road.
Hey,
To start the questions before I actually get into the ones I want to ask.
well, the way we don't do back and forth, so you ask everything and then we'll go to somebody else and then we'll close and we'll answer.
Okay, first question is, how are the school taxes figured?
Okay? What else?
How about the seniors getting some type of an exemption or a reduction for school taxes when they don't have any kids?
Okay.
Changing the subject a little bit, which I think you said you represent the police department?
Liaison to the police.
Legal department. Crime control, when a crime is committed and reported, and a detective and patrolman show up, and the patrolman makes a comment that it must be a scam. Um. I'm gonna skip about 7 months. The person who actually kidnapped someone off my front yard threatened me for a long time, so I took care of that from my side. He was eliminated 4 weeks ago by a security force that's in the field. When a patrolman indicates scam, that's a problem. It's not a scam. First of all, he doesn't have the capability to indicate a scam. He didn't do any investigation. They didn't report it to the FBI. And I believe it's a legal thing where kidnapping is supposed to be reported to the FBI because local authorities aren't supposed to be handling kidnapping, the last I heard. The question is, two of the women that were taken off my front yard, one, not quite sure exactly what her condition is. I do hear that the kidnapper did have a total of 16 people that he had tied up. They sold them to the Mexican traffickers. One of them fell off the truck and got killed. The other one escaped and in the process got shot. She's currently recuperating in an undisclosed location and has security people around her. Now,
I'm just wondering what the question is.
the question is there training for these patrolmen that using the word scam is wrong? They are not educated enough to say that it's a scam. Their opinion isn't what you're being asked for. You're asking them to do a job, investigate. They didn't do anything. So the question is, what training are
Okay.
our police officers getting?
Okay, and you're talking about professionalism. Now, there's a 2-minute maximum, but we're gonna let you go over a little bit of that. Anything else?
That's enough.
Okay, thank you. If you return to your seat, we'll see if anybody wants to remote, and then we'll answer your questions once we close the public. We only have one person, it looks, who is attending. Is any question or comment? Please raise your hand. All right, could I have a motion to second to close to the public?
So moved.
Second. Mr. Tubia and Ms. Apertella, please interrupt me if I say anything incorrect. Okay, first of all, how school taxes are determined. The school board is a quasi-separate municipal body. So we have no authority over them. You vote for them directly. And that board determines who gets hired, who gets fired, and they determine the tax rate. And we, the council, have no authority over them whatsoever. We have an obligation to collect taxes on their behalf that they have determined the public should pay. There are all sorts of state and federal rules about how the taxation occurs, how much they can tax. They cannot go over a certain percent without having to put it out to public. And there are certain exemptions to what percents there are for different things. But so if you have a question about school taxes, you have to go see the school board because we have no authority. Second, there is a senior tax reduction act. What's that called?
There's the senior freeze,
The
but
senior
that
freeze.
is for the entire property bill. There's nothing.
Yes, it's not limited to
isolating
schools. But just for the public's benefit, Lizette, if you could, or Mr., if you could just speak a little bit about that. That was, I think, passed a few years ago. It's gone into effect. And people have to apply for that, right?
You apply for it and it is a freeze on taxes across the board. It's not, let's just say limited to, it's across the board for it. And I think it's statewide too. I mean, it
Yeah.
freezes your taxes, your property taxes and your taxes. So you could go see someone to get advice on how to apply for that. There might be information online, but there is something available to seniors for tax freeze. So they don't go up.
Okay, and just so you know, the municipality, we, the members of the mayor and council, we are only responsible for approximately 25% of your tax bill. So say just for simple numbers, say your tax bill, your property tax bill was 10,000. 2,500 is what comes to us. The rest goes to either the River Edge School Board, the Riverdale School Board, a small portion of the county, and even smaller, very minuscule portion to open space to take care of county and local parks. So that's a little information about that. So in regards to training, yes, there is very strict training and ethical review of our police officers. If you feel that any of our police officers has acted inappropriately, it would you would need to contact the chief of police, Chief Michael Walker, and share with him your concerns. I have to tell you, I don't know what to say about any of the kidnapping or anything like that, because that's not our jurisdiction, and we have no information about that at all. Okay. Could I have, it's time for council comments. Is any member of council wish, Councilman Benson?
Yes, Mayor, thank you. I just wanted to read into the record a letter that we received from the Newbridge Preschool Grace Camp about our fire department. So I just wanted to put this into the record. We have a wonderful fire department, and as they said, they keep attracting new volunteers more so than many other fire departments around Bergen. And it's a testament to how they're run. So let me read this into the record. Mayor and council members of River Edge, I wanted to thank you for allowing your fire department the ability to share all they do with our preschool and camp. With Robert Schlossberg's, Chief Robert's help and guidance, they have been an amazing part of our curriculum at New Beginnings Preschool and Grace Camp. Each year they visit our preschool and thoroughly teach the students all about fire safety, the fire truck workings, and the fire clothing they wear, bunker gear in parentheses and question mark. They all are so thoughtful and kind to the children and staff. They even come with handouts available for all the students to take home and share with their parents. In Grace Camp, the firemen enlighten the students with some very interesting information, and then it's outside to turn on the water, and the campers get to enjoy the fire truck wet down. Your firemen are also very considerate of the neighbors around the church and the surrounding streets regarding any water damage control. They even put cones at the entrance to keep the students, campers safe from unwanted traffic. They are just the best. We all look forward to their visiting us each year and having them teach our children all about fire safety. It is an amazing event for all involved. The children just love it. Please let me know if there's anything we at NPB, which is New Beginnings Preschool, can do to honor these selfless men and women. With warm regards, Allison Mastro Pasqua and New Beginnings Preschool Grace Camp staff. So just a wonderful letter, and if there's anything that you can do to honor, actually reading this letter is the honor of our fire department.
Yeah.
So thank you.
We're very, very, very proud of them. In fact, we're proud of all our borough employees, our police department, our fire department, and DPW. But it's nice to highlight the fire department tonight. And I left out all of our non-contractual workers and all those in administration, and including our BA, Ms. Abatella, and our professionals. And our clerk, yes. Oh, I left our clerk out. I'm sorry. Shame on me. All right. Any other council comments? Well, we are working at warp speed tonight. Very good. Well, could I have a motion and second to adjourn the meeting?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. All right, time to think. This is nice.
Meeting.